my name's Lauren. I am the maker behind Lolodidit, and I have another episode for you. I pre-recorded this about a week ago, so I could share with you all of the samples that I actually had to send back to people. But I hope you enjoy it. All of the My Fair Lady collection is now available, so I hope you enjoy this episode. I also wanted to let you know that by the time this podcast comes out, that I am releasing all of the My Fair Lady collection patterns on my website as individual patterns. So up until now, it's been out for like a month and a half now, the My Fair Lady collection. This is a collection of 5 patterns. That's 2 cowls, socks, mittens, and a hat that all feature helical knitting, which is basically single line stripes, which is really, really cool. It's a great way to learn helical knitting. It's a good way to alternate skeins and sweaters or other like circular projects. And so it's a great way to learn that technique, and also stripes are so addicting. So they're really, really fun patterns. So I wanted to let you know when this podcast publishes. I'm recording it in advance because I actually have to ship back all of my samples. So I want to let you know when this publishes, it will be available on my website. All 5 patterns, all individually available on lolodidit.com. I will also do it on Ravelry, but it will take me a couple of weeks. I don't have them ready yet, so they'll be available in a few weeks if you want to purchase it from Ravelry. But for right now, it will be available on my website. So that is super exciting. I cannot wait to have those up individually. So I was going to show these patterns off one more time, and also kind of like squish all of these things. So all of my test knitters were amazing. If you're one of my test knitters, I am so thankful for you. And some of them, I reached out to them and asked if I could borrow their knitted item from the collection, and they said yes, which is crazy. I'm always like, every time I ask like favors of people, I'm blown away by how many times people say yes. So thank you guys so much. So I will show off these patterns to you. This one is, this one is my sample. I didn't actually weave in all my ends. Nobody knows, it's on the inside. So this is the My Fair Lady cowl. It is fantastic. It uses 1 skein of Guernsey Sport, 1 skein of Solo, and 1 skein of a fluff of your choice. I used alpaca fluff, but you can totally use Molo. And it is, oh my gosh, I love this so much. And I had a few people ask me, so the model that I used, who is my sister Catherine, she is a skinny mini. She is a little tiny person. And she has much slimmer shoulders than me, so the cowl actually could go over her shoulders. And people were wondering, like, can I do that for mine? And I'm just going to show you. So Catherine is like a size 4'6", something like that. I am a size 14. Okay, that's like my dress size. And I could, if I really stretched it out, but of course I don't want to, but it really can go over one shoulder and kind of lean against the other shoulder. Like, let's get this, like, do you see my ends need to be woven in? Guys, I'm fudging it. But look, okay, so you can do something like this and have it over one shoulder, but I think that unless you're a really slim person, I don't think it would fit over both shoulders without really, really stretching out your cowl, and I wouldn't want that. I just don't want to tell you that it'll happen when it might not. So anyways, this is how I usually wear cowls. I kind of fluff it up, double it up, and kind of like get it around that. And I also use shawl pins. So if it, like, this is great for in the winter time, like spring, fall, winter, like it's not a huge, like really blustery day. But if it's really blustery, I actually fold my cowls over and stick a little shawl pin in it, so it's really, really up around my neck. because sometimes you want to have it be relaxed and cute, and then other times you really like are actually using this for warmth. So I just wanted to share with you like how I style my cowls when I wear them, because I wear shawls and cowls all the time. Like in the wintertime, you will see me, if you run into me in the grocery store, you'll probably see that I'm wearing a shawl with my coat. So I love this. So this is the My Fair Lady cowl. I use the colorways Hello Gorgeous and Folsom. You know what? I'm just going to leave this on. Oh, there's those darn ends in there. This is from Carrie. She's amazing. She let me borrow hers. This is the My Fair Lady cowl using That's Amore and Julep. So beautiful. And I do have kits made up for these. So everything that I'm showing you, I do have kits on my website. If you go to the kits section and then click on kits for patterns, they're right there. And then this is from Jen. And this is Beauty School Dropout and Julep. So beautiful. And I have had theirs, because I had theirs like right when I released this. So I've had their samples here for like a month and a half. So you guys, thank you so much. And I've got to ship these back to you today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a gorgeous pattern. So I hope if you didn't want the entire collection and you just wanted one, now you can get them. So very exciting. But if you do purchase the full collection, it is discounted, and it's basically like getting buy 4 patterns, get 1 free. That's how I calculated the pricing. So if you were thinking about purchasing one pattern, it definitely is nice to get the whole thing, and it is discounted. So I hope you like it. All right. So that is the My Fair Lady cowl. Then we've got the Dolittle hat. Oh, I don't know where I put my sample. That's okay. So I've got these. Oh my gosh, this is super addicting. Very, very quick knit. We used my yarn base Simple Worsted. So it's a really quick knit, and then it's a really basic, like go around, and then once you need to do the decreases for the hat, we're stopping the color work, the helical knitting. So it's a very, very simple. This is definitely beginner friendly in my opinion. And then this one's from Diane, and she used the colorways Blackberry Jam and Goody Goody. Blackberry Jam is usually a fall colorway, but if you want it, it is available in the kit with Goody Goody on Simple Worsted for this hat pattern. So cute. I love it. And she's just such a beautiful knitter. So it was really very exciting to see these come to life. Kara let me borrow this one, and she actually let me borrow her socks too. Thank you. This is Double Espresso and Breakfast at Tiffany's. Double Espresso is a new sophisticated tonal that came out this spring, and Breakfast at Tiffany's is a fan favorite, so it's always available. It's always on the shop, but I did put a kit together for these for 2 skeins of Simple Worsted, and it is fantastic. I love them. And then this is from Jenny. This is Pinky Tuscadero and Pride and Joy on Simple Worsted, and I put together this too. So thank you guys, you 3, for letting me borrow your knits. Now I will send them back to you. Now you can like keep them, gift them, wear them, whatever you're gonna do. But so cute, such a sweet little, I love them so much. So thank you guys. Now, if you did get one of the kits, either for the Dolittle hat or for the Eliza mittens, if you knit the medium size, you should be able to get both the mittens and the hat out of one kit. But I do have other colors in the Eliza mittens. So this is also 2 skeins of Simple Worsted. And this is from Carol. Thank you so much, Carol. This is Coal Miner's Daughter and Beauty School Dropout. and she actually did hers opposite. Actually, most of my test knitters did. I did not have my sample knit up in opposite colors for each hand or each foot for the socks, but they almost all of them did this, and I think it's so cute. So I love these so much. And of course, Carol's such a beautiful knitter, so, but look how pretty that is. Love them, love, love, love. So the Eliza mittens, I have two. I'm gonna have to go find the samples like that I actually have. Because I have all of everybody's, like I have to ship them like sitting right here, but mine, I think they're on the opposite side of my office. But I did make two kits for these, the Beauty School Dropout and Coal Miner's Daughter, and then also mine. Oh, you see I have the dye on my hands. It's awesome. Mine are Material Girl and Anduin, which is fantastic. So I'm sure you've seen the colors on my website, and they're amazing. So this is very exciting. Thank you, Carol. And then Kara, again, I told you she let us borrow her socks. These are, I could probably put them on sock blockers, but you can see them. This is the Pickering socks. The Pickering socks are, again, it's a sock pattern featuring a eye of the partridge heel and a Dutch heel turn, like a square heel turn. And she also did hers opposite colors for each sock. So cool. And this is Folsom and Bourbon. And honestly, I have to say, I feel like Kara is a color genius, because I never would have put these two colors together. And as soon as I saw hers, I was like, oh my gosh, I love them so much. So I was like, Bourbon and Folsom look amazing together. So I adore them. They are fantastic. Such a great look. It's a really cute pattern. And like I said, with the helical knitting, it's like super addicting. You're like, oh, I just want one more stripe. And everybody in all of my test knits got done really, really fast. So really cool. Let me actually pause for a sec. I'm going to go grab those. So this is the Pickering socks in the sample that I got knit up. Oh my gosh. This is Happy Thoughts and Bourbon. And Happy Thoughts is a colorway that I released in one of the Hippos for Little Celebrations club colorway. Like, it was one of the mini skeins. And I was like, this cannot just be a mini skein. So I put these in the kit. So one skein of Low Original and on Happy Thoughts, and one skein of Bourbon on Low Original. And this is the socks. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. So, and then you've got the kit for Bourbon and Folsom as well. So just wonderful, absolutely wonderful, fun knit, fun test knits, and we just had a really good time. So I'm very thankful for all of you guys for all of your samples. So this is the Pickering socks. So the Happy Thoughts, I forgot to say this, Happy Thoughts is exclusively available in this kit. So this is only available in the kit. And so you should go get your kit for the Pickering socks. And then this is the Dolittle hat. I keep on having to steal it back from my husband. This is this winter. So I knit this like last fall sometime, and I just hadn't, last year was a little bit crazy for me. So I did not release any patterns in like the second half of the year, but I knit this last fall, and he wore this all winter. Like, my husband loved this hat. Like, as soon as it got off the needles, he's like, I'm stealing it. And I didn't even get photos of it until like 4 months later. So it has been well loved, well used, and it still looks beautiful. I love this. So this is Narnia and Angry Rhino, and I have kits of this too. So those are all of those patterns. Let me put this separate so that I don't ship somebody my samples. And then the last one, and if you've seen on Instagram, and I also updated the photos on my website, my wonderful brother-in-law, took pictures in this cowl because it's meant to be, in my mind, this is a feminine looking cowl and I wanted a more masculine looking cowl. And so I wanted a male model for it. And of course, I'm new to the area, so it's very hard for me to find models if you're in Kentucky. So he was willing to get dressed up. He's all snazzy and wearing this cowl. So I have updated the photos, but this is the Higgins cowl. And it features helical knitting as well, and texture, and then this stitch here. And it looks complicated, but it is actually pretty simple, very straightforward, and I do have video tutorials in all of my patterns. So this is denim and dragonfly and amber, and I have kits of that as well. So super cute, so happy with how every single thing turned out. And go get your patterns. If you want the whole collection, you just saw everything, that would be amazing, and you get a discount. And if not, all of the individual patterns are available on my website now. So go get them. Thank you for all the love that you've been giving all of my patterns. It really means everything to me. I don't know how to express enough how much gratitude I feel toward all of you. It's wonderful. So thank you.